Going solo as an entrepreneur, it's the ultimate dream, right? Total freedom. But let's be honest, it can also be the ultimate pressure cooker. You've got the vision, sure, but you're also the entire team. But what if you could have a partner? A partner that helps you brainstorm, test your ideas, and scale the whole thing without ever needing a salary or even a day off. Well, that's the promise of a whole new kind of partnership. And today, we're going to break down the framework that makes it all possible.
I mean, really think about that for a second. A co-founder working for you 24/7, helping turn your vision into a reality. It sounds like something straight out of science fiction, but with the way AI is exploding, this is actually becoming the new reality for a whole new breed of entrepreneur.
So let's meet the hero of our story, the AI-augmented solopreneur. They're still the captain of their ship, absolutely, but they're not sailing alone anymore. They're leveraging artificial intelligence as a true collaborator, a digital co-founder that helps them navigate all the crazy complexities of building a business from the ground up.
Now, at the heart of this whole journey is something the research calls the solopreneur's paradox, and it's a real catch-22. On one hand, you have complete and total freedom to build your dream exactly the way you see it. But on the other, you're just one person. You have to wear every single hat in the company, and that is a fast track to burnout. So how do you get all that freedom without completely fracturing?
Well, the answer lies in a framework. Okay, I know this diagram looks a little intense, but trust me, it boils down to a pretty simple, proven three-stage process. This is our roadmap for turning a vision into a sustainable business. And we're going to have our AI co-founder helping us out every single step of the way.
Let's start with stage 1, shape your imagination. And no, this isn't just about daydreaming. It's a really disciplined process for turning that little spark of an idea into something tangible, something you can actually test.
The goal here is all about a critical shift in your mindset. It's about moving from, hey, I'm passionate about this thing, to I have a hypothesis that a specific group of people will pay for a solution to this very specific problem. It's all about making your internal vision relevant to the outside world.
So how do you do that? Well, it's a 4-step process. You start by translating what's personally meaningful to you into potential market value. From there, you frame a specific problem for a specific audience. Then, once you have a few ideas, you prioritize them, kind of like an investment portfolio. And finally, you design one tiny, concrete commitment to get you out of your head and into action.
And right here, this is where your digital co-founder clocks in for its first shift. As you can see, AI acts as your imagination support, your ideation co-pilot. It can scan markets for you, help you frame problems, and just spit out dozens of different angles on your idea. It massively expands your field of vision so you can make a much smarter first move.
Okay, let's move on to stage 2, which is all about testing your ideas. This is where the rubber really meets the road, and it's also where a pretty fascinating psychological concept becomes your secret weapon. Have you ever left a movie theater and just found yourself still completely living in that world? Thinking about the characters, replaying scenes in your head? This brilliant comic just nails that feeling. Well, that lingering effect, it isn't just for movies. It's a core cognitive process. It's actually called psychological momentum. It's the way our minds keep an idea fresh or stuck in our head, and we keep processing it even when we're not actively trying to. You can think of it like a book hangover, where the story just stays with you long after you finish the last page. Now, what's really wild is how little control we actually have over this. Just look at this slide. Research shows that for over half the people, this mental lingering is completely unintentional. It just happens. And that's not a weakness, it's an incredibly powerful cognitive engine that you can learn to harness. So for a solopreneur who's in that tough reality testing phase, this momentum is everything. It's the force that keeps your vision alive and kicking in your mind, helping you push through all the negative feedback and the failed experiments. It's your internal resilience engine, and it keeps you immersed in the story of your business.
So you've shaped your idea, and you've tested it. You've got something that works. Now what? Well, now it's time for stage 3, scale your reality. This is where you build a system that can run and grow without running you into the ground.
The goal here is simple but profound. Turn your validated concept into a repeatable, sustainable system. And the key for the AI-augmented solopreneur is that scaling doesn't mean hiring. It means extending your own capabilities through smart processes and, you guessed it, automation. Two of the most powerful tools for building this solo operating system are time blocking and task batching. Time blocking is all about assigning every minute of your day a job. It focuses on what you do and when. Task batching, on the other hand, is about grouping all your similar tasks together, like answering all your emails at once. That focuses on how you work more efficiently.
Time blocking is fantastic for that deep, focused work. It forces you to prioritize and gives your day a clear structure. But let's be real, it has its downsides. It can be super rigid. Life happens, right? Plus, it takes time to plan, and it's so easy to underestimate how long things are actually going to take.
Now, task batching is an absolute champion at cutting down the mental cost of switching between different kinds of tasks. It's incredibly efficient for all that routine work. The downside? It can make it way too easy to put off those big, important projects, and it's not great for things that need an immediate response.
And who helps you run this whole new system? Let's go back to our diagram. In this scaling stage, your AI co-founder gets a promotion. It becomes your automation orchestrator, connecting your tools, automating your workflows, and handling all those routine tasks so you can stay focused on the big picture.
So let's bring it all together. What we've really built here is more than just a series of steps. It's a complete operating system for the modern solopreneur.
And it is so critical to understand that this is not a linear path you just walk once. It's a dynamic, recursive loop. Insights from scaling your business might send you right back to the beginning to imagine new features. A failed test might force you to completely reshape your core idea. It's a constant cycle of learning and adapting.
So, here's the crucial takeaway. Success as a solopreneur isn't just about hustling harder. It's about building a system. A system that aligns your imagination, that's your big why, with your psychology, that's the psychological momentum that keeps you going, and your daily actions, the what you do, managed through things like time blocking and task batching.
The tools are here. The frameworks exist. The AI is ready to get to work. Your digital co-founder is literally waiting for its first assignment. So the only question left is, what will you imagine into reality?